Hey folks, we're here for another impromptu interview at F64 Live. I'm here with Michael Richardson from Panasonic and his lovely model.
Sparrow, Lovett. Sparrow, Lovett.
Okay. That was like a sentence. I love it. So we're interrupting the class because we want to find out what this guy is teaching his class here at F64 Live. Michael Richardson, what's going on here? This is, you got amazing model here, amazing costume.
We got a tremendous amount of texture. We got a bunch of really cool things going on. So what we've been working on was lighting. So our first setup we worked with was very soft, very open, just typical portrait. So then we wanted to change things up and get a little more edgy. So we started with a Rembrandt light. Then we worked on taking a key light from the rear of the projection of the set real quick, just to show you that we picked up texture by lighting up the side of the subject. I like to work separate or the exact opposite angle from my key light so that we brought detail up. And then what I was showing the class currently was by taking another light to light up the bottom part of her set. We first started with just the light pointed directly at the subject, and everybody said, oh, that looks great, looks great. And then I wanted to teach them that light doesn't always have to come direct at things. Sometimes it's better if the light is actually coming across something to create more texture and detail and shape. So we did it definitely by adding some shadow, by casting the light across that actual section. We were able to create depth and detail and brighten that up and give it some cool texture going on.
I love that. Okay, so lighting, obviously, and that's the theme of what I'm hearing today at the show. I'm gonna have you move over here into the light a little bit. So one of the questions I have for you, what are you shooting here? What's the camera that you're shooting with?
Currently I'm shooting a Lumix G9.
Okay, so a lot of the I don't want to call it controversy, but a lot of the questions that we get from people is, can you use a G9 for studio or Micro Four Thirds for studio type photography? Sensor's too small. What do you say to those people?
Well, first of all, I say, size is not everything. 20 megapixels is 20 megapixels. We're able to take an amazing chip with image stabilization. I can hold shutter speeds that I could never hold before with a smaller chip because of its image stabilization. I can shoot G9 down to 2 seconds. I used to only be able to shoot Nikon without a stabilization, maybe a 15th. I was rock solid, but now I'm able to gain those kind of things. Image quality, great Leica lenses, amazing 20 megapixel sensor, fantastic fast autofocus. I can shoot anything that I used to shoot with anybody else's full frame and surpass it, I feel, with what I'm shooting currently with G9.
Okay, so last question, then I'll let you get back to it. Looks like you guys are having fun out here. If someone's considering moving into studio photography or doing this sort of, this sort of look with this sort of lighting, what's the best way to get into this stuff? I mean, should they just go to the swap meet or go to the Salvation Army and grab a bunch of stuff and try it? Or how do they get into this kind of beautiful costume work?
Well, that's a really loaded question. First, you need to have a fantastic model that's worked hours and hours on her setup. That helps a lot. But of course, working with lighting, I would suggest pop into your local dealer and discuss with them, and there's professionals that are in the store, because they're going to be able to guide you in a way to whether we should be shooting strobe or shooting continuous. I personally am a continuous shooter. I like the way continuous light is, because you can see as we work today, I'm able to see exactly what's going on. Have I never shot strobe? I won't say that. I used to shoot strobe for 25 years and loved it. There are just different times that certain subjects are better under strobe lighting conditions, where in this sense we're working with a lot of texture and detail. I can exactly see what I'm doing right on the spot, get done really quickly, and take care of the shot.
Okay, so last question for you. So I know I shoot Lumix as well. I have a G9. So one of the modes in these cameras is, or one of the kind of tent poles that Panasonic stands on, is the ability to shoot video like 6K, 4K, and then extract a frame from it. Is that what you're doing here today?
We haven't done that yet, but we're moving into that direction. So right now we kind of started with some basic lighting, and now we're going to move into some more techniques and things. So yeah, if I had, in fact, with studio pours, I used to do that. It would take forever to do a studio pour. I would probably go, 10, 20, 30, 40 shots before I would even get anything that works. Now if I have to do a studio pour or a cocktail shot in studio, it's 6K photo, 30 frames a second, pull out an 18 megapixel file, and I can do it in one shot every time. Squeeze the lemon, pick exactly which frame you want. You can see it all in camera. It saves me a lot of time and energy. So
that's cheating.
No, it's not cheating. It's using a tool properly.
I love it. I love it. It's a means to an end. That's like saying driving is cheating, right?
No cheating. Cheating is not it. It's how to get there. Now, would I want my client necessarily to be in studio when I did that? Of course not, because I want them to know that I spent 4.5 hours to get that shot that took me 30 seconds.
Absolutely. All right. Question for you.
Okay.
How did you put this together? This is amazing.
I've been doing different post-apocalyptic events for about 4 years now, and literally it's just watching a lot of what's out there as far as films, getting involved in the community itself. You can do that through Facebook. There's a huge community out there if you just search like Wasteland, things like that. And it's trial and error. It's literally going out, buying a material or buying secondhand things and putting them together until you get something that you really, really enjoy.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, it looks awesome.
There's about 100 hours worth of work.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, good work. Good job. And we'll link. You have you're on Instagram. And
Yeah,
all that,
I'm on Instagram under Sparrow Lovett. Really easy to find. Okay. Same with Facebook. I'm super easy to find.
All right, we'll let you guys get back to it. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Sparrow. All right. Yeah. All right, that's it. F64 Live. You have to come to these kind of conferences to meet and shoot these kind of people. All right, we'll see you in the next video.